What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Relentless Fit 365. Today I have the Whip here, otherwise known as Jen, but we call her the Whip, and she's going to be doing the moves with us. It's going to be 5 different body weight moves. This is strength on a 40-20 tempo, 2 times through 10 minutes. You got this. Let's do it. All right, here we go. We're going to be starting with a cross-body reverse lunge just to start off so you get on the right page. It's a cross-body just like that to your hip. You're coming down, reaching out, and going back to reverse lunge, making sure your knee does not pass the toe. Jen is going to get started on this in 10 seconds. And here we go. Her right leg is back to start off, left is in front. And this is a controlled movement. This is mainly for strength. Let's do it, Jen. Come to the side or the whip straight back. And notice how she's keeping her knee nice and even. It's not crossing the toe. Make sure you're doing that. Now, wherever your range of motion is on the reverse lunge, that's where you stop. Don't force the knee down if it doesn't naturally go there. As you work out, your flexibility, your range of motion will get better. Do the best you can right there. Also, I want you to note she pauses here as she gets to the hip. You want to increase on that balance. That helps. Flex the abs a little bit. That also helps with your balance. You have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's time. We're going to face this way and getting started now. Her right leg is in front, the left leg is in back. Same deal. And we have some time for this. On that strength, also keep in mind when you're coming up here on that balance, try to put most of that weight on your heel to wiggle your toes a little bit. That's kind of a trick. And 2, 1, let's go. Crossbody right there. Reverse lunge, raising out. Once again, same rules apply. The knee is not passing here. It's keeping that nice line. It's perfect form. Right back, knee down. Beautiful. And Jen does a slight trick. Probably learned that when she worked out for so many years. She raises her hands a little bit. It brings her shoulders back, draws her back and her spine nice and straight, just like that. You don't have to, but it's a little trick that you might want to take note of to keep your posture in good form. Right there, knee down. Beautiful. And Jen, we have about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. On this next one, position yourself where your legs are a little bit wider than shoulder width. Let's go on an angle so they can see what you do here. And back up slightly. Right there is perfect. These are called inchworms. So if you have to bend your knees to get a little lower to the ground, make sure you do that. And you're using your hands to walk out to the high plank. Let's do it. All the way down. Push-up position. We're not doing a push-up. We're just walking all the way back with our hands. And Jen's just going to reach up right there. Boom, and right back down. Beautiful. Now, eventually, we're going to raise the bar on this movement, but for now, we're going to stick with this. Get comfortable with this. And I do want you to do your best to try to stay off your knees. If you can't, go down to your knees, that's fine, but it's a step that you want to try to get to. You have about 12 seconds. Notice the form, nice straight line as she's coming up to that high plank position. Keeps her hips drawn down, beautiful. Good line there. 2, 1, and time. So with that, we're gonna go down to a push-up position, and I call these knee taps. We're not doing a push-up, but here's the goal. So right down push-up position. You don't have to hold it yet because we're still resting, Jen. You can relax. Oh, good. She's going to do a demonstration. So just do a knee tap there and then right back. Perfect. Let's go. We're on the clock now. She just likes the freebies. That's good too. Good form there. And all she's doing is she's slightly tapping the ground, coming right back up. Now, what you could do is you could spend more time with your knees down and then just hold your knees up as long as you can and then go back down to the ground. She's doing the harder version, but the form is terrific. Yeah, so if you pause here, right there, and then slightly come up and right back down. Either way is fine. What you don't want to do is you don't want to drop down really fast and hit your knee really hard. Keep in mind of good form. That's always more important. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. We'll stay on the ground. We're going to go into a crab position. I call these crab kicks. First thing I want you to focus on is just the crab itself. So Jen, go ahead and show them the crab, just like that. If this is all you can do, that is your movement, that is all. But in 4 seconds, we'll start in 2, 1. Watch what Jen does. She's kicking up with her left, and then on her, or kicks up with her right, on her left, and then the down toe is going up on the toes. She's bringing her heel off the ground. By doing that, her hips slightly come off. I always say raise your hips to the ceiling. That helps. All the pressure back here. Hands slightly turned out. This is actually terrific form. Try to emulate this. Excellent. And she's controlled. Now, we can do crab kicks fast, but in this particular case, we are not doing that. Controlled movements, building the calf muscles right there. Right up, core, as you lift your hips, her abs, and her back, and we're hanging tough. That's time. I was gonna give her a few more freebies. You're just gonna have to get used to that. All right, we're going to cross body on the right. All right, here we go. 3 seconds, 2, 1, cross body on the right. Reverse the lunge, straight back, good form. I'll let Jen do her thing. Once again, now on the second round, you could pick up the tempo a little bit if you feel like you can. Just make sure, don't compromise form for speed. I will always say that. I'll say the same thing when we use dumbbells. I'll say don't compromise weight, you know, for form. It's always about form. You get the form right, everything else follows. And that's terrific. Now, when she comes back, a lot of that pressure, and I can tell by her body movements, a lot of that pressure goes down to the heel. Focus on that. Your front heel should feel a lot of that weight. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that's time. Switching sides. Same deal. Home stretch. We're getting there closely. It adds up, you know, little body weight stuff. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it all the way then, all the way down, dropping down, raising. I love raising the arms. Look at that form right there. That spine is in perfect alignment. Form not only works the muscles correctly, but it keeps you from injury. You're less likely to pull something. You're less likely to injure your joint, whether your knee, your hip, and right here is perfect, dropping down. Now, Jen gets really close to the ground here. If you just extend your foot back and you can only come to this point right here, that's perfectly okay, because right here you're working on that balance still. You have 8 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's time. We have the infamous inchworms. Again, once on the inchworm, you got a little comfort with it. You can go a little faster, but just make sure, you know, that form is not being compromised. And we're gonna go 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inch the worm. Right down, high plank, perfect. It's just a push-up position, that's all it is. And then raising up, nice breathing. Excellent. Coming straight up. She stretches back. I like that. Nice range of motion. Feeling all the muscles work. People are talking about abs and how do I do that, how many crunches. You're actually working your core when you do movements like this. Terrific. Jen, you have about 10 seconds. Nice reach, good stretch. In 5 seconds, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice stretch, good finish. Knee taps are next. 2 more moves. So we're going into that push-up position. Do the best you can. Dropping the knees and then back up. Light taps. Jen just chilling in the push-up position. In 5 seconds, 4, 3. You guys want to challenge? All right, here we go. 2, 1. If you want to, just hold it in the push-up position. Right there. Otherwise, slight tap, keeping it there. You'd be surprised on how much you're actually working your abs when you just hold the push-up position. So something you could do on your own free time, time yourself, see how long you can keep that same motion. Hips aren't too high, not too low. You want a nice line right here, nice line with her body. Also notice her hands are not in front of her head. A common problem is that people are holding their hands way out here. You want to keep it by your chest. Your shoulders, everything in alignment. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we're staying on the ground for this last move, and we have our fun, crabby crab kicks. I'm a crab sometimes, so this is appropriate for me to do this. 10 seconds. If you're doing this in the morning, it's perfect for you too. Just about being crabby. 3 seconds, 2, 1. The more you work out, the less crabby you'll be, though. On the toes right there. Perfect. Excellent form. She goes right into it, lifting her hips on the toes. Another important thing to note, that downward motion. Watch how she's not slamming it down. She's controlling it. Nice control. That's muscular endurance. Muscle memory will bring you into that. The more you control that downward or eccentric motion, the more you're engaging those muscles and you're recruiting those muscle fibers. AKA, what is that down in layman's terms? You burn more body fat. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Well done. 10 minutes. Finished. It's okay. It's fine. It's just, yeah. I got another. It'll grow back. All right, guys. There you go. So that's it. Thank the whip for actually coming in here, doing these moves, these 5 different body weight moves. Now, I want to give it on a sidebar here. Understand, in my opinion, body weight moves are by far some of the hardest to master because you literally have to use your body weight. You cannot drop weight like you can with dumbbells or go a little bit differently when it comes down to like the cardio stuff. So do the best you can with this, work through it, but come back to it and you'll see how much better you get as we progress to some of the harder stuff. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Once again, thank the whip for taking the time out to do this with you. And always remember, eat healthy, train hard, most especially have fun. I'm Relentless Jake.
The whip.
She's the whip. And you remember to stay focused, stay dedicated, and we'll see your beautiful faces next time. And we're out.
You're out.
I'm out. Yeah. I'm out. I hope so.